Welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, your ultimate pit stop for everything on two wheels. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated launches of the year at the 2025 Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450. If you've been following the Modern Classics segment, you already know this bike is making waves. But is it really worth the hype? Let's find out. The first thing that hits you when you lay eyes on the Guerrilla 450 is its bold, stripped down, no-nonsense design. At the front, Royal Enfield has chosen simplicity over flash, but it works. The round LED headlamp housed in a matte finish nacelle brings an old-school charm, while still being modern enough to meet today's expectations. The fork gaiters, short front fender, and blacked-out telescopic forks give the bike a rugged, urban scrambler aesthetic. It doesn't scream for attention, but it commands it. Move along the side, and the proportions are just right. The muscular fuel tank with subtle knee recesses looks sculpted and purposeful. Unlike the Himalayan, which feels more adventure-oriented, the Guerrilla 450 feels leaner, more road-focused. The dual-tone finish on certain trims adds flair without being over the top. The seat flows naturally from the tank, with a flat design that offers versatility for both solo and pillion rides. The mid-set foot pegs and wide handlebars make it clear this bike is built for urban agility and weekend fun. Around the back, things stay minimal but well thought out. The short rear fender, sleek LED tail light, and compact turn indicators continue the retro-modern language. What's interesting is the tight, tucked-in look. Everything from the number plate bracket to the grab rails feels integrated, not tacked on. The upswept exhaust is another eye-catcher, wrapped in black with a brushed metal end cap, hinting at a throaty growl without breaking the visual flow. Now, under the skin is where things really get interesting. The Guerrilla 450 borrows the Sherpa 450 engine from the new Himalayan F452cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled DOC engine. It produces around 40 horsepower and 40 Nm of torque. That might not sound earth-shattering, but it's the delivery that matters. Thanks to the ride-by-wire system and refined fueling, the engine feels crisp, responsive, and perfectly matched for urban and twisty road adventures. Whether you're darting through city traffic or leaning into a corner on a Sunday ride, it feels alive. The performance is punchy, especially in the mid-range. Throttle response is linear, and vibrations are minimal, a huge leap from the older re-singles. The 6-speed gearbox is slick and engaging, with a slip-and-assist clutch making downshifts effortless. With a top speed nearing 150 km/h and the ability to cruise comfortably at 100 and 120, this bike feels equally at home in the city or on the highway. Suspension setup is commendable. You've got 43mm Yezdi forks at the front and a preload adjustable monoshock at the rear. It's tuned slightly stiffer than the Himalayan, which gives it sharper handling characteristics on tarmac. It won't glide over potholes like an adverb, but it manages urban imperfections with confidence. Braking duties are handled by discs at both ends, supported by dual-channel ABS offering solid bite and predictable stopping power. The 17-inch alloy wheels wrapped in tubeless tires give it a planted, nimble feel, and the lower seat height compared to the Himalayan will be a relief for shorter riders. In terms of features, Royal Enfield has hit a sweet spot. The Guerrilla 450 comes with a TFT display, smartphone connectivity, turn-by-turn navigation, and even USB charging. It doesn't overload you with tech, but gives you just enough to feel modern and convenient. Everything is laid out cleanly, with intuitive switchgear and decent quality plastics. Now let's talk numbers. Royal Enfield has priced the Guerrilla 450 very competitively, starting at around a superscript 12.60 lakh ex-showroom in India. That's aggressive, especially when you consider the hardware on offer: a liquid cooling, upside-down forks, TFT-A, things usually reserved for more expensive machines. This pricing strategy makes it a direct threat to the likes of the KTM Duke 390, Yezdi Roadster, and even Honda's CB350 series. For riders in other markets, pricing will of course vary, but expect it to significantly undercut many bikes offering similar performance and spec. So what's the verdict? The 2025 Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450 is not just another retro-styled roadster. It's a sharp, refined, and purpose-built machine that blends classic styling with thoroughly modern engineering. It's not trying to be everything to everyone. It's a focused, fun motorcycle that knows exactly what it's meant for. If you want a daily rider that can double up as a weekend thrill machine without breaking the bank, this one deserves a very close look. That wraps up our in-depth review of the Guerrilla 450. If you found this helpful, give it a like, drop your thoughts in the comments